We want to know why the integral of 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared dx equal to the arcsine of x plus c. Or we can think about this backward. Why the derivative of arcsine of x equal to 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared. Notice that this integral can be solved using a trig substitution. Specifically, this integral can be used using sign substitution. So let's solve this integral. First, we have to determine what is a. Here, a just equal to 1. Therefore, the substitution going to be x equal to a, which is 1, and then sine of theta. Now let's take the derivative of that. Going to be dx equal to cosine of theta d theta. Now let's take the integrand and try to simplify it. So we have 1 over and then square root of 1 minus x squared equal to, and then now let's make the substitution. So that's going to be 1 and then over 1 minus, and then x just sine of theta. And notice that x is square, therefore the sine going to be also square. So notice this 1 minus sine square of theta can be written using this identity here, which is cosine square of theta plus sine square of theta equal to 1. Notice in here when I solve for cosine square of theta, we're going to have 1 and then minus sine square of theta, which is this term in here. Therefore, this term is going to be equal to cosine square of theta. Now, let's take the square root. So we're going to have 1 over cosine of theta. Now let's take the integral and try to simplify it. So we have the integral of 1 over square root of minus x squared dx. That's going to be equal to the integral. And then the integrand is just equal to 1 over cosine of theta. This is what we did. And then dx as just cosine of theta d theta. So now this can be simplified. So this cosine gonna go with this cosine, and then we end up with the integral of d theta. And that's gonna be equal to theta plus c. Now the last step is to back substitute what's the function of theta. And we're gonna do that from this one in here. So I'm gonna take the arcsine of theta for both sides. So that's gonna be theta equal to arcsine of x. Therefore, this is gonna be equal to the arcsine of x plus c, and that should be the antiderivative of the integral. And then that's why the antiderivative of 1 over square root of 1 minus x squared equal to the arcsine of x.